Let's take a look at manufacturing in Charlotte, starting with where are the jobs locally? Looking at the map on the screen, we can see a high concentration of manufacturing jobs in the southern and western parts of Mecklenburg County, specifically 28273. That zip code has the highest concentration here locally. Looking at the industry as a whole in Mecklenburg County, you can see this industry employs about 30,000 people locally. So while it's a significant number of people, it's one of the smaller industries here in Mecklenburg County, and it's substantially under the national average for a similarly sized area. In terms of average earnings per job, you can see strong earnings per job, just under $100,000 annually, significantly above the expectations for a similarly sized metro. And in terms of continual demand for job postings month over month, we're looking at about 1,500 job postings a month for manufacturing positions, so above the national average there. And that's explained partially by the fact that a lot of manufacturing jobs actually take place in the surrounding counties. We're much closer to the national average when factoring in the entire metro. In terms of the overall supply, in terms of the overall employment for this industry, you can see again, Mecklenburg County is substantially below the national average in terms of employment here. We have had some growth over the past 5 years, 3%, and projected to have 2% growth over the next 5 years. So a pretty stagnant industry here locally. In terms of retirement risk and overall diversity of this industry, we see, again, right around average here locally for retirement risks in this industry, with just over 9,000 individuals age 55 or older employed in this industry. In terms of racial diversity, we are above the national average here locally, with just under 14,000 racially diverse individuals employed in this industry. And in terms of gender diversity, right around the national average here, with just over 10,000 women employed in manufacturing. Taking a look at unemployment in this industry, we can see again the pronounced impact of the pandemic on this industry seems to have pretty much returned to pre-pandemic levels of unemployment. And taking a further look at the demographics of this industry, we can see again this industry does not have a lot of younger individuals in it. It's made up of the majority of our workforce, those individuals aged 25 to 54. Looking at the breakdown by race and ethnicity, we can see this industry is predominantly white, with over 60% of manufacturing employees being white, followed by 23-24% Black or African American, and just under Mecklenburg County's base population rate, with just about 9% Hispanic or Latino. In terms of gender diversity in this industry, again, this industry is a male-dominated industry, with over 70% of employees in this industry being male. Taking a look at the top occupations in this industry, you can see the number one is production occupations. Obviously, in the manufacturing industry, that's the biggest need in terms of occupations, followed by transportation occupations to move those goods, and then administrative support occupations. Looking at the top manufacturing companies here locally, you can see Honeywell, Campbell's, Coca-Cola as some of the top employers hiring within the past 12 months. And on the right-hand side, you can see what they're hiring for, the top jobs in demand over the past year: material handlers, maintenance technicians, forklift operators. Taking a look at what skills are they actually demanding. So in terms of those occupations, what skills do you need to be competitive in this industry? You'll see up at the top, we've had pretty consistently finance skills being one of the top skills in demand for this industry. And one skill that's actually the demand has been on the rise over the past couple of years is warehousing. That has moved up from about the middle of the pack to the second most demanded skill right now, just behind finance. Taking a look at the contributions of this industry to our local economy, you can see this industry contributed just under $4 billion in earnings to our regional economy, $3.5 billion there. So again, significant earnings that are contributed from the employees in this industry to our regional economy. And then taking a further look at the economic impact, some economic development supply chain analysis here, you can see how this industry interfaces with other industries in terms of where they're working with the top industries and the relationships there between making purchases in Mecklenburg County and importing purchases out of our region. And so that's all I have for you today, but I hope you enjoyed this quick update on manufacturing in Mecklenburg County.